My mother loved to garden, and what she loved most of all were flowers. Our front yard was full of flower beds, from a magnolia tree to a bed of sweet-smelling lavender to a huge climbing rose that grew up the side of the house. And that rose bush happened to just end under my bedroom window. And so in the month of June, I could lean out the window just before bed and breathe in the scent of roses. And they were rich, deep, and pink. They had that distinctive rose scent that's rare these days, but was more common then. It was a happy and healthy rose bush, and most summers there were lots of roses to enjoy. And so every June, my mom would make up a big bouquet of roses for me to give to my teacher as the end of school gift. And they were always delighted to receive it. I know they were always excited to have me in their class because they knew they were going to get roses. So I've spent my life loving to stop and smell the roses. It's a scent that speaks to me of sunshine and warmth and home and love. And it's not the only flower scent I've stopped for. Apple blossoms and lilacs, honeysuckle and lavender and more. I could stop and smell the flowers all summer long. It is a momentary delight and well worth the time. And so I encourage all of you to stop and smell the roses when you can and take in beauty where you find it. And so with this lifelong love of flowers, it's no surprise that I adore the annual flower ceremony. I've loved every year having that table full of overflowing vases with flowers of all kind, from a single fragile flax blossom to a swath of striking orange lilies. And I love this joyful celebration that mixes up beauty with community and diversity. There's freesia and peonies and lilies and astromerio and carnations and roses and irises and poppies. That list of flowers is endless. Every year I see one I haven't seen before, and they're all so beautiful in their own way. And together, whether that's in a garden or in a vase, they look even better. They become a feast for the senses, filling us up with that bright light of life, offering us time to pause and appreciate all the beauty and joy that exists in the world. One of the reasons I think a bouquet of many kinds of flowers is attractive is because in nature, difference is a sign of flourishing. One of the markers of health in an ecosystem is diversity. The more different species there are that are present, the more it flourishes, the more the ecosystem is resilient when dealing with change. It's more adaptable. So with diversity comes resilience, strength, and adaptability. In human ecosystems, to encourage diversity, we need to recognize and respect the differences among us, accepting each person as they are, making room for their gifts. After all, we're not annoyed by a peony because it isn't a violet. And so we embrace diversity, knowing that it does bring changes and that can carry sorrow, but it also brings that resilience and strength. We're all better off when we accept people as they are in their glorious, proud uniqueness, just as they are. And when we do this, we're not going to end up with a professionally arranged bouquet with perfectly matched flowers that's Instagram ready. We're going to end up with what we have at every flower ceremony, that glorious, all over the place bunch of blossoms. It's messy and it still looks fabulous. All the colors and shapes creating a gorgeous whole. The flowers I've brought today just came from me picking them at the grocery store, and it's not the same as that beautiful messy bouquet that we have when we're all together. I think it's helpful also to remember that in diversity and celebrating all of that difference, there is always common connection. We grow in the same earth, under the same sun, nourished by the same rain. And we all have the same needs: to be cared for, to have a sense of meaning and purpose, to be accepted as we are, to have friends who care for us. We are all unique, yes, but underlying our differences is our common humanity, and we are stronger and more resilient together. So today, on this Day of Flowers, let us honor community, let us celebrate diversity, let us rejoice in the beauty of all of us. So say we all.